listening to 91.5 WGRE Greencastle.
David?
Yes, sir.
Damn straight we're listening to the Hip Hop Hour.
Yeah, we are.
Are you ready, man?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Javi, you ready?
I'm ready.
You ready?
Yep.
He's
Sure?
ready.
Be positive.
He says he's positive. All right, we got an opener coming for you right now, and tonight's show is going to be centered on Logic's new album, The Incredible True Story. I'm so excited to talk about this.
Can't
One of the
wait.
concepts.
It was dope.
Yeah. I love this conversation. Anyways, and we have two dope producers calling in today.
What's their
who
name?
work as a duo. Eff it, man.
Huh.
Eff it.
Huh.
Eff it.
F it.
Eff it.
Oh, like that's one word.
Yeah.
That's dope.
But the I is an exclamation. Eff it.
Ah.
All right.
F it.
Yeah. Anyways, so I hope y'all are ready. Stay tuned. We will be back right after this opener. This is J Mike.
And David Lopez.
And this is the Hip Hop Hour. Whose world is this? Ladies and gentlemen, oh my God.
Boys and girls.
Everybody out there, man.
Mothers and fathers.
Unisex. All types of everybody.
Everybody.
Man.
All humans.
All humans, aliens too. If y'all can broadcast
Or pick up these messages for some reason.
for this frequency,
In
man.
Greencastle, Indiana.
Of all places.
I mean, hey, man.
Hey.
They found the best.
They found the children of the
Hip-hop hour.
corn.
They-
Hey, yours is better. They found
Thank
the
you.
best hip hop hour station out here, man.
Absolutely.
Hell
On
yeah,
planet
dude.
Earth.
Absolutely.
I don't know about their hip hop stations and their alien planets, but
Speaking of planetary things,
yeah, man.
Man, we are talking about Logic's new album coming up, The Incredible True Story, the concept behind the album. That's the review that has gotten so far. Then right after that, we got for the first time, we got two dope producers calling in.
We usually have artists.
We
but
usually
this
have
time-
vocalists, like
That's
whether it's
true.
singers, whether it's rap. Well, I don't think we've had a singer. Well, we've had like rap singers.
We did have a singer
Who?
last week, man.
Tish Hyman.
Yeah.
But she was a rapper too.
She's
man.
a rapper singer.
She's a rapper singer.
Rap
That's what
singer.
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Anyways, we're getting off
a
track.
ringer.
Oh Lord.
Sapper? No.
Okay.
No.
So we got two producers calling in, going by the name of Eff It. So please stay tuned, and we will be right back after this short message. It's so short I can hold my breath. What's that sound?
Coming to you live from 91.5 WGRE FM. From boom bap to modern day trap, hailing from the Nat BK and back is none other than J Mike and David Lopez, bringing you the Hip Hop Hour.
Oh man,
I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. I'm for real.
I'm for real, man. I'm sorry.
Sorry, I apologize. For
I
this.
wrote you a letter. I'm sorry, like Justin Bieber. Yo, speaking of Justin Bieber, bro.
Speaking of Justin.
He's been dropping
He's
bangers
been-
after bangers,
goodness,
yo.
Actually, though,
Like,
everything that
he
he's
might
come
mess
out with.
around and make me a believer.
I wonder, does he still do that? Is that like still a thing?
I don't know,
The
dude.
believer. I don't know.
I'm
but
sure it is.
His songs have been really, really catchy.
Yeah,
like more,
dude.
so they've been less annoying.
we
and
might
more catchy.
lose a lot of notoriety from the hip hop community, but you
That's
know,
fine. That's okay.
I think they need to recognize real when they see it, and I think on the inside that they really mess with JB songs. If anything, they mess with those beats.
Absolutely.
'Cause, like,
no, those beats are
Where Are You
incredible.
Now?
Yeah. No, every beat is incredible.
every beat, man.
Everyone's Sorry is an awesome beat.
Yeah.
And if they were honest in the hip hop community, if they were to do a song with Justin Bieber, they would be hyped. Just throwing that out there.
I don't know about all that now.
They wouldn't be hyped to do it. You know how much publicity you'd get?
True.
Like
True.
you'd get rich instantly.
Okay.
Instantly.
I can give you that one. But we're not here to talk about JB.
No, we're not.
We are here to talk about Logic's new, incredible, true story. His album. Man. So, first off, what do you think of Logic, man?
I love Logic. Logic's dope. I think that
When'd you start listening to him?
I want to say right before I came to college. It was like really when I started to listen to his music. One of the first things I heard was he had a small song. It was over a track from Inception, and I was the movie had come out recently, so I was like really excited about him using the score from that, because that's just such a creative idea to use a movie score as the background beat. And they remixed it a little bit to add some bass to it so you can rap over it. But
some boom bap.
But it was dope as hell.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, this kid is good. So then I started listening more, and he was incredible.
I listened to him because I used to watch because I used to be a gamer in high school, right? So I used to watch like Optic Nation and all that type of stuff. Yeah, dude. Shut up.
No, Call of Duty.
No. It was Optic, but I watched them too. But I also watched FaZe. FaZe is the one that really got me onto it. It was FaZe Pomage. Shout out to all my gamers out there who know what the hell I'm talking about right now. But anyways, quick scoping like, all that. FaZe what? FaZe in your life? No. But so like he played. What song was it? Was one of his songs. It was like I forget. It was like one of his like pick me up songs. I forgot which one it was. But then he played another song on one of his later videos called All I Do is win. Yeah. All I do is get this money. Like
that is all I do.
Yo, that's all you do. Yeah, man, me too. That's all we do. That's all we do out here in the hip hop hour. You know what I'm saying?
Greencastle,
get money, get views, get listeners, get sponsorship.
Absolutely.
I listened to it and I heard that song and I was like, yo, this cat is dope.
No, he's.
And then I bought his last album, Under Pressure. Which was not a disappointment, but it just lacked so much publicity and market, and so I think it just got brushed under the rug. And I'm really hoping this new album it doesn't happen with that. Yeah. Because the Incredible True Story, they're like the singles that dropped, like the instrumental that's playing right now. Yeah. Young Jesus absolutely murked it, yo. Absolutely. We would play some of it if it wasn't so vile in the way that he attacked the track, because I don't think that's able to be aired.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Well, like the lyrics are a little graphic too.
That too, but that was he meant the straight fire that is gonna come out.
I'm talking about the
might come through your car and you'll be just like
the inhumane way that he just attacked this track. It was brutal.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. But anyway, so this album came out and he was on Ebro in the Morning.
He was.
Cut like 3 days ago, I think is when the interview went up. And he was talking about the concept of the album. And he said the concept, do you want me to or do you think you can talk about the concept?
I mean, I could do my best.
Okay, so
the concept is that there are two characters who and this takes place 100 years in the future. Earth is going to crap. So they've been sending. So NASA's been sending out a whole bunch of satellites, and already we're talking about a hip hop album, by the way.
Yeah.
Sending out satellites and all these things to a whole bunch of other different planets to see if they're habitable. They finally found one called Paradise, and they're finally sending a manned mission to this planet called Paradise. And on the way to that, to Paradise, some incredible stuff happens. I don't want to ruin it. You guys should listen to the album. Wow. First of all, this is a hip hop album. Like
You think it's a movie? You're
wait, sci-fi. Okay. And then the crazy part is that these guys are on this rocket ship basically to the planet Paradise, and one of them decides to play an oldie, and the oldie that he decides to play
at the intro.
Yeah, after the intro. Yeah, the oldie he decides to play is the album that we're about to listen to.
Yeah,
so it's like
it's so cool.
It's so well.
It's such a good idea. It's like it's almost an Inception.
Exactly, right? Yeah.
It's like it's a story within a story. So so his album, it follows these two guys. The two main characters are Kai and Thomas. Kai, he said he coined from his beat pad that he has, the Kai, the brand. Yeah. And he wanted to have a black guy and a white guy on the trip
to represent himself.
Yeah, exactly, black and white. And so he has Kai, and then he has the other dude, the white guy named Thomas. His first, like Thomas, I forgot who he was trying to dedicate Thomas
Quentin
to.
Thomas. So like Quentin Tarantino.
I know Quentin Tarantino, but
Thomas is Doubting Thomas from the Bible.
That's right.
So he's supposed to
That's
represent self-doubt.
exactly.
Yeah.
So we already got that going on.
Really deep stuff already.
Right, just blowing right over your head. And so, anyways, so he has these two characters, as you said, go on this journey, and they listen to this album. And as they're listening to this album and how it changes everything, you also listen kind of to how Logic's flow just changes.
Dude, Logic.
Like, incredibly from under pressure.
What's crazy, is that, like, he's able to create this incredible story, like this incredible narrative.
It's the incredible true story. Maybe that's why he did it. Yeah.
So he's able to make this really good story, but then it's also like he can also stay true to hip hop in the sense that like his flows are ridiculous. The references that he makes are incredible. He's incredibly thought provoking. Like it's still a really good hip hop album. So even if you didn't care much for the story, you'd still like the album because it's just a really good like hip hop album. Like the flows he has are just incredible.
Absolutely. And you know, I'm looking at like, you know, a lot of reviews are saying it's kind of like a breath of fresh air from what we've got going on in rotation this year. You know? As we've been talking about like constantly in our last shows, like with Fetty Wap, Drake, Future, all that stuff going on. And honestly, this album concept, I don't think anyone's really gonna, you know, I really think it's gonna go over a lot of people's heads. I agree. Many people's heads.
We're just not like cultured to listen to or like to really dissect stuff like this. I don't think.
And I mean that, and it's just like, I think that's a big part of it. And I think that's why people can't like market it as well.
Exactly, because it's like people don't know that they're looking for this.
But I love the idea that he took anime,
which was
anime, and he took the idea of anime and then fused that with real stuff that's going on, like the destruction of the earth and stuff. And then you see on the album cover like the arcade being on the spaceship and stuff.
Dude, and like the costume he's wearing is from this specific anime called Akira, which I just noticed. I like the anime.
No, it's cool, man. Go talk about it.
No, but that was just like, it was really, really clever. He was talking about in the interview we were referencing before about some of the musical elements that he got, because actually there was a drum that was used in one of the songs from that movie Akira, and he wanted one of those drums in one of the songs, actually in the intro.
Wow.
It's the drum that you start hearing. So like it's crazy to hear all of his very specific influences when it comes to making this project. It's such a complex project,
dude. It's so, you know, so like for one of the tracks, I know we talked about Young Jesus, but I know the track Stainless. It's from I was bumping some music earlier with my friend Kenneth. You know Kenneth.
And good guy. Shout out to Kenneth.
Shout out to Kenneth, man. Shout out to Kenneth. Shout out to Posse.
Yeah, absolutely. I like them. They've given me a scholarship. So
New York Posse.
Absolutely. New York Posse all day. Love them.
Every day.
Support system. Love you. Mwah.
So yeah, we were listening to the song and we were listening to Travis Scott's Backyard. And then so what Logic did is he decided he wanted to go in the studio and freestyle to it, or like just come up with stuff with it. So he goes into the studio, rips like an entire freestyle off of Travis Scott's Backyard. He said it was so good that he asked his producers to come up with a similar beat type for that track and include it on the album. You know how like he was on Ebro and he was saying, you know, it's fire, straight fire. And I was like, all right, every artist is gonna say that it's fire. I listened to it. First of all, the flow was ridiculous. Like I only had time to listen to it once, so I really wish I could have like digested it more a little bit. But the flow is ridiculous. The beat is hot. Like, the beat is nice, and the beat has like I think 3 or 4 switch ups, which is just like clean.
That's awesome.
You know, it refreshes the beat like every like minute. You know what I'm saying? So you stay interested in it. Then he adds his own vocals into there, like singing type vocals, right? But then on top of that, he has this female vocalist go on there. And she just rips it. Like she kind of does this. You know how like R&B artists now are kind of like doing that fast sing, like they're rapping and but singing. But like she killed it. She absolutely murdered it, and it's just like it just collaged the beat that much better. It
That's
just
dope.
made it that much more dope. And dude, I honestly
Crazy to think that came from a freestyle. Like, you know,
came
like
from a freestyle, right? It came.
Yeah.
It was not a concept of the album at
Yeah.
all, which goes to show that this album, like, even though the storyline is like ridiculous and crazy, the album is just that. It's just an album that you listen to, that you just bump to, and it's like, it's kind of an. I know he was talking about an ode to '90s hip hop.
yeah.
You know, while also focusing on current situations and the future.
Yeah.
I think it's so crazy.
It's just
he incorporated like so
past,
many
present,
different
and
time
future.
lapses onto this. Dude, I can't
What a brilliant man.
wait to
Brilliant.
listen to it. Honestly, this is such a good conceptualized album that like the story arc is almost as ingenious as like To Pimp a Butterfly or Childish Gambino.
Absolutely.
Great parallel. Childish Gambino because of the internet.
Yeah.
You know, people. We'd have a whole other discussion talking about that album.
Yeah.
But we have our callers calling in right now, so David's going to introduce them real quick.
Absolutely. We have two producers from Indianapolis. They're called EFF, dual group of producers. They're incredible. You can listen to some of the stuff that they've created on several different platforms, and we're really excited to have them on the show. This is the first time we've had producers as opposed to artists, so we have some really specific, really cool questions just for them.
Yep, and we'll be right back on the air. This is J Mike
And David Lopez.
and this is the Hip Hop Hour with EFF on the way. Stay tuned. All right. We are back in the building. So
We didn't leave, but we
we kind of did.
we did.
We kind of
In
did.
spirit.
Anyways, we got two dope producers who just called in, and they are on the line with us right now. Say hello to J.O. Season. Almost said J.O. Ocean. My bad. J.O. Season, a.k.a. Jordan Jones, and Tyler Bloomfield, a.k.a. Bloom. So these are the duo producers and EFF. So warm round of applause. Welcome. That was sad. But welcome, guys. What's up? What's going on? What's popping?
What's going on, man? Y'all was jamming with the little mixture I had going on earlier, man. Y'all was jamming a little bit.
Hey, you know how we do, man. You know how it is. You know how it is.
Yeah.
So, tell us about your project. Tell us about everything going on, all that jazz.
Okay. About like late May or so, me and Bloom, we went up to Fort Wayne because that's where he goes to school. Like, there's a studio up there. We went up there with a couple friends, just on some humbug type thing.
Right.
And we were like, we should do some music. I mean, we were always cool through high school. We went to high school together and all that stuff. But it was like,
From the same city.
Right. So we were like, when you come back in town in Indy, let's get in the studio and do some things. So we decided to do a tape. We're going to do an 8-track tape. That's how it started.
Damn.
And we did, the first song we did was Preach. We sampled Preach.
Oh, from Drake.
Yeah.
There we go.
And we did that, and we were like, you know what, this is dope, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then and as we were making the song, we were like, I don't know if this is gold, I don't know. And then we just kind of looked at each other and was like, that's it, man, and that's really how the name came up. So, and then after that, it was like, all right, we'll do 20 songs. Then we went down to like 12, and then we actually settled at 18, I believe.
Dang, man. Yo, so like being a producer and coming up in the game, how was that so much different from like what steps do you take to, like, because we talk to artists about coming up in the game,
right.
They get concerts and stuff like that, they book gigs, but producers, that's an entirely different ballpark, man. So what's that like coming up as a producer?
You kind of gotta like make your own lane and stay in it. So like we started flipping the samples, and like I play keys and Jordan was doing drums, and we was like, okay, let's stick to this. Let's keep making different versions of other people's stuff, And kind of one thing led to another, and I think you just gotta kind of just, it's hard to explain.
Right. How does your musical background like that? Just kind of delve more into into this question. How does that help you guys when it comes to being producers? Because I know some just have strictly like computer-based skills, but you guys, playing keys and playing the drums, that's something that adds a little bit of extra flavor. So, how does that help? Do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I've actually only really been producing for maybe over a year and a half or so. And I don't actually play the drums, but I do all the drums in our tracks.
Right.
And that's what I really specialize in.
Cool.
But I think the biggest thing for me was just the people I grew up around.
Yeah.
I mean, I listen to all different types of music. I mean, if you look at my iTunes playlist, you'll be like, what? I'm like, well, why do you have that? But, I just love music, man. So it's just, that's really the biggest part that helped me.
Right.
Just what I listen to.
And I grew up playing in the church.
Yeah.
So, like, you play piano long enough, you meet a bunch of people, and you find out what you want to do. And I've been playing for like 12 years, and so one thing led to another, and we got to figure out what we wanted to do, and now we do it.
Dope.
That's cool, man. So like, how did you guys meet each other? How did you guys link up and want to be called EFF?
Basically.
All right, well,
go ahead.
Basically, that was it.
His cousin was one of my best friends in high school. Is one of my best friends in high school. And I kind of met him through him.
Okay.
And maybe the last 2 years, I learned that he was doing music. And so we decided we wanted to make beats. And it kind of just, we always knew each other.
Yeah.
And then we found out we did music together, and it kind of just, here we are.
Yeah. And it's crazy because I knew when I first kind of met him, I knew he was from St. Louis because I'm actually from St. Louis, the area around St. Louis.
Right.
Like, I never really thought about that. And I was like, man, we're both from St. Louis. We both moved here, later on. And we just kind of connect. We were just talking about that earlier today, how it's just crazy how everything just kind of clicked. Whenever we're in the studio, like, Tyler can play anything, man. That's the crazy thing about this dude. Like, whenever you guys listen to our tracks, we do a lot of sampling, but a lot of the stuff you hear, he's actually playing. Like, he'll play, Sober by Childish Gambino. He'll play, any song.
Thought you meant sober, sometimes he just takes a break from the bottle and, he just goes in there. I was like, whoa, hold on.
I know you can play the keys drunk. That's interesting.
Yeah, sometimes he does a line, but,
right.
sometimes he's sober.
And he gets right back to it.
Roll the melons,
Yeah, so it's just crazy how, he just plays a song.
Yeah.
And as he's playing, I get on my computer, and I start kind of getting the drum concept together. I recommend that, maybe this song, if he can play this, can you play this? Oh, he can fit that in this song, and then it just kind of goes from there. And then, we end up with 5 tracks in a couple hours. And we're like, oh, well, let's just drop a tape.
Yeah.
And that's how we came up with 18 tracks on the first one, and then, all the tracks we worked on so far. So it's cool, man.
Right.
It's cool.
So, I mean, man, that's dope. As producers, then, what kind of artists would you want to have rap over your tracks or use your tracks?
Whoever wants to, really. I mean,
right, yeah.
Like, no, don't do this. It's just people, sometimes they hear it and they be like, all right, this is a lot going on. I don't know if I can sing over it. And that whole deal. But, I mean, other than that, it's just anybody. Like, I'm big on singers. I play keys. But I'm big on, like, melody. So anybody that ever wants to sing, I'm like, oh, yeah, here's a beat. You should do this.
Right.
Yeah. And, like, it's funny because, me and Gerald, we're cool.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Times, we sat here a couple hours. When the Hotline Bling came out, we actually watched that like 3 times. In my meeting room, just laughing for like an hour.
We cried with that video, man.
But, when we first started, I would play on some songs, and he was like, man, this is dope, but I do not know how anybody could get on this track. Like,
I still don't.
I don't know. We just kind of play, and we don't think about about that until afterwards. We say the same thing, like, man, there's nobody in the world that can get on this track. So, like, lately we've been trying to, do a little better song structure. So if anybody wants to reach out to us and, get with us on an actual song, then we can actually do that together.
Right. Right.
But I mean, any like you said, any artist that reaches out to us, we're definitely willing to help them out. Work with them, and because you never know, especially at this point, this early in the game. You take what you can get when you can get it.
So, do you guys be taxing people?
We don't tax, man. We don't tax.
Yeah, we try not. We try to be fair. Everybody doing this. So.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I'm just asking so it can be aired out there in case people are interested to be a part of this. So.
Yeah, it just depends on what we do, how much they want, and how much we feel the beat is worth. Generally, I mean, the price, if you want to buy it from us, we'll do 75. If you want to lease it, 20, or 40, just anywhere between in that area.
Yeah. Hey, man, get paid for your craft, dog. I mean,
right.
For real.
That's how you're professional.
That's you gotta eat
this
too.
Ain't
you know what I'm
free.
saying? Yeah. There you go.
This ain't free.
I like how you centered it. This ain't free. The connotation. Okay, so describe to them real quick, because I know Jordan and I were having a conversation about how your music's kind of a mix between EDM and trap. So like, talk about we were just kind of BSing one day and it just kind of came out. But like, I don't know if you still think that way, if you stick to it. So like, tell us a little more about that, man. Like, what elements of both do you like to use, or elements of music in general?
Well, it's kind of okay. So my approach is soulful. Like, every chord I will play, you probably feel it in like your bone or something.
Yeah.
If I come with soul and Jordan comes with like
don't you say it. Don't you say that T word, man.
Try not to use the word trap. And so if Jordan comes with these trap drums, he comes with these drums, like it's almost a mix between like something soulful and then a sample, and then we got like the drums that can just take whatever I did to a different level.
Yeah, we actually have. Go ahead. Do your thing.
As far as like EDM trap, that's a real broad kind of.
Yeah.
Anything can be EDM trap as long as it's got that, pooch, pooch.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
So we actually have a track on our SoundCloud called The Definition of EDM Trap. Like, it's not a
really.
It's called TDOET. It's okay.
It's an acronym. I got you.
Yeah. So we that song pretty much is everything that we've ever kind of done, kind of mixed up in one, except there's no samples. It's all, everything that you hear in there is original. So at this point, the majority of our songs are samples, and then we'll pitch them up, pitch them down, add dance, features, and it's just, we just kind of do whatever. Basically, F it. That's your thing. When we go into making a beat, we just say F it, and we just do it. So, but the definition of EDM trap is basically us. That song is basically what we are.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. So, who do you think is your biggest inspiration as an artist or as a producer?
Right.
Who inspires you to make your sound?
Jordan, go ahead. I'm thinking.
This particular sound, I would have to say, when I first started, I still really am, and Jerry, this. I'm a really big Party Next Door fan. Like, he's probably one of my favorite. I read most of OVO except for a couple people. I'm not gonna say no names, but a couple people I don't like. But I do like Magic Jordan. I like Party Next Door. Listen to a lot of Party Next Door's music. It's really dance music, but it's slowed down. Really, it's really like if you speed it up. Any song is really dancey if you speed it up, but you can tell that he has a definite dance
those elements.
Background. It's just real dancey. It's just slow and like methodical, but it's still dancey. So if you add that with Tyler's ability to play whatever, and then you just put drums in there, and then you just start jamming, and then you just got that 4-step kick, and it just keeps kicking, and it all just goes,
Right.
I would say my biggest inspiration is Kanye West, but it's just the way he takes samples and manipulate them. So if I take a sample, like it's a couple of tracks we made, you don't know what that song is. Like nobody put the song out just because of the way it was put in there. And I've always been a Kanye West fan.
Right.
Yeah.
Outside of the clothing, I think that's a little ridiculous.
Huh. Well, you saw the prices for those.
Yeah, $2,600.
Yeah.
Bruh, that's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
I'm not about to
like,
pay
no.
for an Old Navy sweatshirt that has holes in it.
Words.
I got a big T in my dress I can go rip up real quick.
Yeah, word. I can get my dad's old stuff.
That looks like that young Carl Winslow sweater. I'm done, yo.
Yo, I don't know what's so expensive about holes,
Man, looking like a bum, and you want me to pay $500? No, I'm cool, man.
Word,
I could look like a bum for a lot cheaper.
I'll go to Marshall's and give me a nice little polo.
Yo.
You know what I mean?
I can look like a bum for a lot cheaper. I'm done.
A polo and a knife and just stab it.
I'm done. I think it just speaks to larger conversations about, the holes in our society and how the bigger price that we gotta pay.
Exactly, for all these holes.
Yeah.
These holes ain't loyal.
I'm out here, man. Yo, wildin'. Yeah, man. Yo, wildin'. Nah, we having a good time in here, man.
Yo.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Man, so I think that I kind of want to break like a misconception. I think that producers are also artists, right? Like on top of the artist, right? So as an artist, right, you have to make sure that you're perfecting your craft and being the best that there is in order to succeed. What are some ways in which a producer can really hone in their craft? Like, what are some things that you guys do in order to get better at what you're doing and better at what you're trying to create?
For me, obviously, practice makes perfect, man. It doesn't matter, whatever you want to do in life, no matter what it is, practice makes perfect. As long as you're sitting in front of this computer, man,
absolutely,
and you get this. Like for me, I know it's kind of going off, but when I first started, I had an old computer, and it was very slow. It was very slow.
It was beyond old, guys.
Oh yeah, it was beyond old. It was bad, but it was very slow, but it worked. So I ended up upgrading. My brother actually bought me a computer. Not too long after that, and the screen ended up breaking. But I was like, oh my god, I don't know what to do. And I thought about the HDMI course. For like a few months, I would be working off of my computer to the HDMI to my TV.
The struggle. That's commitment.
You do not know how much Tyler talked about me every time we were in the studio, bro. Oh my god, he's like, "Hey, bro, come in this room." He's like, "Oh wait, you can't. You got to stay in there."
Oh, damn.
Because you can't. I'm like, "Oh my god."
Damn. Straight clown job.
He was clowning, bro. But even through all of that, I still kept going, man. I still kept just, and I still have a lot of time. Like I said, I've only been doing this for maybe 2 years now, a year and a half or so. I still got a long way to go, but it's just from where I started. Like it was so bad, I had to go back and delete my old SoundCloud songs because they were so bad. You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna do that anymore because I feel like I make good enough tracks to to keep out that I want people to listen to.
Right.
But it's just practice makes perfect, man. No matter what you're doing, just keep playing. Just keep playing. Try different things. I've tried so many different things. Right now, I'm working out of the beta version of FL on my Mac. I just got a Mac, and they don't have FL Studio full version on Mac. So I'm using different things that I would never even think about using because the stuff that I normally use I don't have.
Right.
So when I get everything back, you know, I'll know how to do everything on every single plug-in. So it's just, you know, get in front of the computer and just keep doing it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty much the same way. Like, I mean, I play piano. That's the only other benefit I have in the whole situation. But, I mean, just every day, try something different, try something new, flip a sample upside down. I mean, just try, experiment. Like, of course you're going to mess up. I'm not going to, you know, say we've done some stuff that I'm, like, not ashamed of, but I'm like, man, we should have done this differently.
Yeah.
And just going back and trying stuff. Just going back and trying stuff is fun. I mean,
absolutely. Hey man, hindsight's always 20/20, dog. Always.
Oh yeah.
I mean, everybody's growing, man.
Facts.
As soon as you
Everybody.
drop that track, like when Gerald dropped the Timeless Phone, as soon as he dropped it, he was like, bro, I don't know. He's like, can I drop this one? Can I drop? I was like, yeah, bro, just drop it, bro. Don't even think about it. Just
Yeah.
drop it.
Oh,
Drop it.
dude.
He's like, dang, bro, I don't know. It just didn't. I'm like, come on, Gerald, it's cool, bro. You dropped it already.
I remember. Yeah, I was chilling out his crib, and I was about to put part 3 up for Timeless Flow, and I was just like, yo, I spent a total of like maybe 4 hours in the studio on this, and I was just like, I don't know, like it was just roughly recorded. The engineer who I trust wasn't there for like two of the songs.
Oh boy.
So I was just like, you know. So then I dropped it, and I was just like, F it. See what I did there?
I see.
See what I
'cause
did?
You guys are.
See what I did?
See?
See
you
what I
guys are
did?
effing.
Yeah.
You guys are speaking of larger conversations. Larger conversations. Y'all got this in the bag. Hey man, we're gonna wrap up though, so we can play a song before
Absolutely.
the hour runs out. So real quick, shout out your social media. Anything in the future
Let
we can
us know.
expect. This is all you. 30 seconds. Your time to shine. Let's get it.
go ahead,
All right,
Jordan, you
man.
got 15.
All right, man. Follow me on Twitter. I be chilling, bruh. Follow Bloom on Twitter. What is your Twitter name now? You keep changing it, man.
It's a shame you don't know that. It's the
Bro,
Kia
you keep
Bloom.
changing it.
My Instagram is
Kia
Kia
Bloom.
Bloom. My SoundCloud is the Kia Bloom. You know.
Right. My SoundCloud is JOC J.O.C. And you know, Instagram JO Season.
And our epic page is EFFIITT.
Yeah. We couldn't do how it's normally spelled for some reason. I don't know why.
Right.
But we got a lot of stuff coming. We got some solo things coming. We got another tape dropping here.
Hey.
I don't know exactly when, but we got a lot going on. So.
All right, and you know, who knows? There might be a collaboration between J Mike and F. I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
You know, it might
Yeah,
just
right.
Might
sort
just
of.
happen. It
Word
might
on
just
the
leak
street.
onto the.
You
hip-hop
guys heard
hour.
it here on the Hip Hop Hour
First.
collab
Yeah.
between J Mike
Yeah.
and F It.
Best hip hop
Word on the
station.
street.
Word on,
Word on
College
the
radio
street.
station.
word on the street. Sending it in a bottle.
I'm done. All right. Well, this has been a dope interview with the men from Effort, Jordan Jones and Tyler Bloomfield. This is J Mike and
David Lopez.
and you are listening to the Hip Hop Hour. And we just want Effort to shout it out real quick. So, what do we listen to right now, guys? Well, what's this show called? I keep forgetting. I don't know. What's that sound?
The what?
What's that sound? What's the show called, man?
The show?
Yeah, what's this show called, man? You on the spot.
Oh, this show. I thought you said, what's this show called? Hip Hop Hour 91. My bad.
I'm about to, boy, if you don't get the... No, anyways.
You don't know what
You was
show
breaking
you
up,
on?
man.
This-
You was breaking up, man.
I was breaking up. Oh, yeah,
So Gerald, it's not you, it's me.
Oh,
It's-
yeah, right.
no.
Yeah, don't use that excuse for me. Boy. Anyways, all right. We'll be right back with Effort song, She's Got That Vibe remix. Effort remix. Right after this short message.
Yep.
Let's get it.
hang on to your seat, baby, cause this one's a screamer.
And that was F It. That was She's Got That Vibe. R. Kelly remix. Yo, that was dope.
That was really, really good.
That was so
very,
cool.
Very good.
I like the different beat changes and switch ups.
It was
kept
really
it fresh, you know? It was good.
Very
like
clean,
the
too.
fact that clean. The fact it could stand along with like no lyrics.
Yeah.
That's cool. I think that's actually really dope that you can do
Sign's
that.
a very good producer.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
So best of luck to F It. This has been J Mike
And David Lopez.
wishing you a great Thanksgiving break.
Yeah, wait, this is the last one we're doing.
Yeah,
I didn't even think about that.
The last one we're doing for a couple weeks.
Yeah, wow. So I'm sorry, you guys. I know you're all very sad.
I know.
But
all
we will
good.
be back. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
we'll be
don't-
back.
Arnold Schwarzenegger all day. Terminator. We terminate this station
Absolutely.
every hour.
Every single
for
week.
the hip hop hour. Every week except for next week.
Yeah.
It's not our job.
So, all right, we'll have a happy Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Eat up.
All
Kill
that.
it. Do your thing.
This has been the Hip Hop Hour 91.5. What's that sound?
The Hip Hop Hour.
Dang straight.